share this with you, Missy, before we go live.
All right.
Because I would hate for us to be live and then me share my grievances on
All
there.
right.
So I moved to Ventura, which is like, it's a beach city, which even people know Ventura if you're not, it's like Malibu. Like, you know the area even if you're not from here.
Okay.
I would like to file a formal complaint. It was 82 degrees here yesterday.
Do you want it warmer or cooler? Now I'm confused.
Cooler.
Okay.
So I'm from the San Fernando Valley, where like 95 degrees is the average. I didn't move out here for this. This is not why I pay rent. That's ridiculous.
I mean, come out here this morning. It was, I think, 47. If you want cold.
Not Celsius, right? Because I think we'd
no, not Celsius. Yeah, no.
Okay.
We are in Fahrenheit over on this side of the country.
Yeah. Rebecca S says, Paul, you live in SoCal. What were you expecting? Yes. Okay. Yes, I live in SoCal. But am I spoiled by weather? Absolutely. Yes. And I would very much like for it not to be this hot anymore. I think it was like a one-off. Let's see. Today, no, not you, Siri. Today it should be about 78 degrees, which is still too high for this weather. Is too dang high. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome. This is not the Weather App Live. This is New at Sideshow Live, your one-stop shop for all things pop culture and everything happening at Sideshow. And pardon my French, but boy howdy do we have quite a few things coming up very, 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 very shortly. We have got this show today, and then we've got that Sideshow show later with myself and Autumn and literally whoever else. I honestly have no idea. We have not. I don't want to brag, but we haven't planned that show at all, as we do. Like, not that we ever do, but sometimes we're like, maybe we should do this. We haven't. So, welcome to New at Sideshow Live. Thank you to everyone on the Facebooks. That's the group, the Let Your Geek Sideshow group that you can join at side.show/geek group, YouTube, side.show/YouTube, and Twitch. I can see we're streaming to Twitter, but I don't know where. I don't.
Is it still Periscope? Is that still?
No, there's not.
It's gone. Oh my gosh.
They have what did Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin do? They have consciously uncoupled.
Okay.
That's what Twitter and Periscope have done. So, we are live to all of Twitter. Like, imagine every user's feed. They're just like, what the hell is it?
What's going on here today?
Well, hello to all those other random people and to all of you, our favorite people. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because it helps us get in front of people's eyes. And, I mean, I can't speak for myself, but I would much rather have Missy tell me the news and pop culture news than my phone. So do it for Missy, please, everyone.
Yes, please.
All right, Rob, let's bring up the schedule of what the heck is happening today on this show. We've got Today at Sideshow. That is where you can find some of the things that are happening around the Sideshow sphere today, giveaways, other news. Now at sideshow.com. Those are some items on our website that just dropped, and we had a really good, someone called it Drop-a-Geddon yesterday. We had a ton of really great items drop yesterday, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that.
Nothing interested me at all.
No, not a one?
Not a one.
Well, we'll see about that. Collector Community. That's where Missy's going to run you guys through 4 images from our community for our community that you guys have shared, and we'll tell you how to do that. From the blog, pop culture headlines, and then, of course, we are talking trailers. We've got 3 trailers that Rob sent to me and Missy, and we watched, and these were fun ones.
Yeah.
So, Missy, take it away with Today at Sideshow.
Okay. Well, there are already spoilers. There's one thing happening. Well, 2. We're here now, which is great. And that Sideshow show is tonight at 5 p.m. Sideshow time, which is Pacific. And again, it may be off the rails. Who knows? And who knows who might stop by? It's anybody's guess.
Yep.
You can go to side.show/geek group. That is the only place you can see that spectacularly, at least beautifully unpredictable show. We'll call it that.
Thank you. Expertly navigated that, which is why you make the words here.
Yeah, I'm out of words this week.
I hope not. We just started the show, so.
However, we do have giveaways to talk about, and it is the last day, and we are in the last 50 minutes for those giveaways. First up is the Kevin Smith Guru Askew Fine Art Print by Sjogren. This again is running at side.show/ excuse me, until 10 a.m. Pacific time this morning. So again, less than an hour. This is a very, very fun piece of art. I'm not even going to say what all is in here because I got to sit and really study it when I had to write things for it. And I was like, there is so much going on in here. It's lovely. And it would be really fun to play Operation on this piece of art and try not to touch the sides because there's so much in here that you can literally pick out.
There's a ton in this piece. Oh.
I love it. And aside from this amazing fun piece, we have the Vengeance of Vampirella fine art print by Ben Oliver. This is, I mean, okay, so she's got a little bit of blood on her, but it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks very satisfied with whatever she has just done, whatever either enemy she's just conquered or a meal she has just had. And this, again, is running on our site until 10 a.m. this morning. It's spooky season now. So really,
sure
it is
Happy
absolutely perfect for this time of year. Plus, it's really pretty. So there's that. And in our last piece of news, there's a little something happening next week. In case no one's heard, you can go
trimming
to...
my beard.
Yeah. You can go to side.show/NYCC and you can register for Sideshow's New York Con.
Mm-hmm.
There might be something there if you register. I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but it may be rewarding to go and sign up.
It's $5 in Sideshow rewards. Yeah. We can tell them. It's okay. It's fine. Go ahead, register, guys. Again, we have exclusive giveaway opportunities, reward code opportunities. If we have any first items dropping, you'll know about it there first.
Yep.
Side.show/NYCC. It's completely free. I sound like a sort of like an inner city dentist commercial is what that just sounded like.
That's very specific.
Yeah, I lived in cities my whole life. So NYCC, it's free.
Very nice. But it is. And next week's going to be chock full of all kinds of fun things and shenanigans because there will be that sideshow shows. Mm-hmm. That was a lot of words. More than once next week.
And Rob, super producer Rob, and Alex Ronowitz are here in Southern California. Ready to go.
Landed.
So excited. Very, very excited. Man. All right.
That's all we have for that segment. So what are you going to talk about now, Paul?
I am here to talk to you all about some items that dropped yesterday that you probably should all be aware of. Now we've got one that is up for pre-order that you guys all saw and you loved. It is the General Grievous Premium Format figure by Sideshow. Now this is the General Grievous Premium Format figure is a mixed media piece. It's got a incredibly detailed sculpted figure and base as well as a fully removable fabric cape, which features the exterior gray fabric and interior red. An internal wiring in the hem, allowing you to pose it dynamically to enhance the battle scene around your collection there. The General's complex technological body is carefully sculpted by the incredible team here at Sideshow. Now, each of the 4 lightsabers that he does hold has a clear green or blue blade in the hilt, creating the most imposing silhouette of a one Mr. General Grievous. Now, find yours over at side.show/coffee droid. Aw. It was just coffee day, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's how I read it. Maybe he needs coffee.
I would agree.
I will say though, my voice gets like his after coffee, which is why I drink it during the show. Because after the show, then I can sound like a broken Buick. It's fine. But, like during the show, I'm fine. But it's great.
Afterwards,
Afterwards, totally. Yeah, this is an insane statue.
Yes.
Very, very excited to see him up for pre-order, and everyone, I can tell folks are stoked there for him. So
yeah.
Next we've got an in-stock item. It is the Escape from New York Snake Pliskin portrait set by Candra Hope, I believe. Yeah, this is an art print here. Sideshow and Vice Press present the unframed Escape from New York Snake Pliskin portrait set by Candra Hope. The set of 2 is 11 by 16 fine art pigment prints are hand numbered on Mohawk Superfine 270-gram archival paper. A must-have for fans of Snake Pliskin and Escape from New York. Head over to side.show/call me Snake to see and get yours. I like the little smoky snake that he's got in that purple one.
It's very cool. And also, it's National Hair Day today, and look at the hair on him.
Mm-hmm. Surprise, surprise. Or surprising no one, I've never seen this film. Like, why would I have...
Your list just gets bigger.
Oh, yeah. This was one of the first ones. I posted something in the group in, like, January, and I have a list of, like, 240 films that people said I need to watch, and this was, like, the first one that was on there. I was like, it never...
It didn't
came out before I was born.
Lots of things came out before you were born. It's fine.
And lots of things I have not seen. So we'll start with Ghostbusters. I'll watch The Office again, just to be safe. So
okay.
Up next, we've got the Iron Giant collectible figure by Mondo. Again, this is a favorite around the Sideshow offices. We've shown him multiple times because we love him. Again, he is in stock now, ready to ship. The first in the Mondo Mecha collection, a line of highly articulated robot figures. The Iron Giant features more articulation than any previous Iron Giant figure we've offered before. He stands approximately 12.5 inches tall and has 35 plus points of articulation, including interchangeable hands, heads, and accessories. Start your Mondo Mecha collection over at side.show/not a gun. Not a gun. Nice. Yeah, I love him. He's so great. I always forget, like, until I see him. Like, I know he's in a couple places around the Sideshow headquarters. Look at how big he is.
Yeah. He is, and he looks like he just walked off the screen too, which is just very cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. All right, and lastly, the Joker 1/3 scale statue by Iron Studios, based on the concept art by Ivan Rice. The Iron Studios presents the Joker prime scale statue, standing over 30 inches tall. It's a huge piece. The Joker boasts impeccable detail and includes an additional interchangeable head, as well as several hands. The statue features a hand-painted finish. Yes, these are hand-painted and hand-touched up before they get to you. That's why there's not that many of them. And again, it's third scale. You can get yours over at side.show/psychokiller. Nice. I can hear the song in my head.
I did too. I was like, I can't do it, but I'm like popping in my head to it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like such an insane piece. I love
it. Really is.
Love Ivan Rice, like one of my favorite artists. He was one of the people that got me into the Green Lantern in like 2004, doing that run with Jeff Johns. Yeah, kind of definitive versions of characters for me. Like when I think of, like, everyone has that artist. Like, you've got your version of, like, if you were, when you read Iron Man books, you're like, okay, like, is it close to this favorite thing of mine? Oh, okay, it is. Then I like it. And then it's like, if it's too dichotomous, you're like, I'm not gonna bother with it. So Ivan Rice has done that for a lot of characters for me. I love him. All right, so you can see a ton more we've got over at sideshow.com. We always say hang out at side.show/what's new, because we've always got something new. Almost every day we've got at least 5 or 10 items dropping a day. So from all of our incredible distributors. So Missy is up next with obviously one of our favorite segments, the collector community.
I'm very excited today. That was very nice. I like it.
Thank you.
First up, I am so excited to see this because it's something very different from what we normally get to talk about. It is the Weeping Angel. This is from @CageTheKeith on Instagram. This is one of my, the first episode is one of my favorite episodes of Doctor Who. It's the whole wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey explanation. And honestly, I found these statues rather terrifying.
Yeah.
And people that cosplay these statues are rather terrifying, but in the best way. It makes Comic-Con so much fun when there's weeping angels creeping about.
Right.
So this is fantastic. The background's perfect because it's very ambiguous. Is it in an old mansion somewhere? Is it hanging out like in a creepy cemetery? You don't know. So it's wonderful, and I love it. And now I kind of want one.
It's beautiful. And this whole time you've been saying this, I've just, you never know. I've done my best to just not blink.
Yeah.
Problem here, folks. I've got a ring light buzzing right there.
Yes,
it is burning my eyes. That's fun.
You don't need your retinas. It's all good.
Nope.
But
I haven't blinked yet.
Good job. Well, we can move on so you can blink.
Missy, don't blunk.
Don't blunk?
Don't be.
I can't.
Come on, Rob.
I'm an avid blinker. But we're going to go outside because we love to go outside and the collector key. You're still doing it.
I'm still am. I'm committed to the bit. Oh my god.
Oh no, we brought it back.
Also, did you just like flex on everyone? You're like, I don't want to brag, but I'm an avid blinker.
Yeah, I blink a lot.
It's like Alex, saying like, I have a Ricky Lake umbrella.
I overblink. I don't know.
Actually, the blinking is better to me.
It is. It keeps your eyes, from drying out so that you can blink.
That's very true.
Let's go outside to Gandalf the Gray by a photographer that we love to share on here because the toys are always outside. This is Gandalf from Fist of Murdoch on Instagram. I'm just looking. I'm curious to see if there's a porg lurking just because. But I don't see one. Gandalf went outside. It looks like he's totally in Middle-earth, just on another adventure. And it's wonderful.
If you look closely, you can see a little Shelob somewhere. No, you can't, but I'm sure there's a spider out there somewhere.
There might. It's under a leaf somewhere.
Yeah.
But I love this, and again, like we tell you every day, don't be afraid to take your toys outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. They're in a natural environment, and you get lovely pictures like this that we can then feature on the show. And we will go from Middle Earth out to space, I do believe, because we have Lobo, and this is which statue is this? I know we still have it, and I can't remember what it's called.
This is the Lobo Maquette.
Okay.
Yes.
And I love his guitar guns ever so much. I'm sure there's a much more technical name for that, but I have never read a Lobo comic, and I just saw in our group it turned into a topic. So now I'm like, all right. I mean, it seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a guitar gun is not that far off. That's exactly what like Keith Giffen and all of them would say. Like, oh, does it have some fancy name like Batman has? It's like, no, it's a guitar gun.
It's wonderful. There's just carnage below his feet of little suffering alien things that I'm sure also have names.
They're sleeping.
They are. They're sleeping with their bulging eyes. It's fantastic. But it's a wonderful piece. It grabs my attention right away every time that it pops up on wherever, because it pops up a lot of places, and it just looks very cool. And I love the it looks like a brushed kind of stainless background, which is also super neat.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. And last up, we have some Batman Beyond, and look, he's flying.
Oh,
I love it.
That looks like a still from the game.
It looks so good.
Wow.
This is from Brian Carr. I'm not sure where. Maybe it came into our website. I'm thinking
probably. He likes to submit a lot of stuff. Brian's been on the show before. Yeah,
and it's just I love it. I like. I call this Techy Batman. Like when I see it, that's just in my head what I call it. And I mean, I'm not far off when you read all the descriptions and everything. But I mean, it's just the background's perfect. The arms out. It's all wonderful. Even I'm pretty sure those look like individually posable fingers to me, like a lot of my gauntlets are. And it's just wonderful.
Oh, I don't know. I was like, when we did that Batman Day thing, I was like face to face with this, and I have no idea if those fingers are like individually posable.
Yeah. I'm going to pretend that they are. Yeah, somebody will. I like it. And if you would like to share your images with our collector community, you can go to side.show/how-to-share. All the information that you need is there. It's not hard to do. Just go take pictures of your toys.
Go do it.
Yeah. And once again, it keeps Rob very busy during the day. Because he doesn't have anything else to do, ever.
No. I mean, clearly he doesn't. He has time to come out and hang out with his friends in California. I guess.
Has time to like get on a plane and
on Malibu on the 405 and to go to In-N-Out.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, Missy.
Yes.
So real quick, we've got one of our incredible blogs that you guys should all be reading. And then we've got two quick pop culture headlines. So up first from the blog that you can find over at side.show/blog, we've got Scream Streams, the Halloween 2021 streaming guide by Dana Marquez. Can you feel it? Night comes sooner, autumn leaves rustle nearby, and there's a certain magical mystery in the air. It's time to embrace the Halloween spirit. For some, That means they'll be heading out to a pumpkin patch soon, searching for the perfect jack-o'-lantern. Carvin said jack-o'-lanterns or pumpkins. For others, the spooky season will see people buying their first tarot deck, hoping for an enlightening experience. But the fright fiends among us will celebrate All Hallows Eve by indulging in the darkest, creepiest, and most frightening Halloween activities there are. Watching horror movies. So you can see Dana Marquez's full Halloween streaming guide over at side.show/Scream streams. There's a lot of S's in that,
yes.
Rob. A lot of S's. Killing me, Smalls. Oh, man. Rob went to In-N-Out last night, by the way, he said. I think Alex did when he got here, too.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Welcome. Mm-hmm. All right. Our first pop culture headlines. Marvel Studios has brought on Lisa Singer to direct an unannounced brand new series. They didn't reveal anything about the series, but they expressed their excitement saying, "It's going to be an awesome and special team, and I'm feeling just incredibly excited." There is no further news about Singer's upcoming Marvel project at this time. I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with her work, so I can't even guess. Mm-mm. Like I might be, but the name doesn't ring a bell, unfortunately. If any guesses out there for anyone, what she might be directing, let us know. I'm curious. Unfortunately, I'm not super familiar with her work, so I can't even guess, but let us know. All right. So, lastly, the Arrowverse is bringing back even more of our favorite heroes for the Flash's upcoming Arrowverse event. Catherine McNamara officially revealed that she's returning as Mia Smoke, aka Green Arrow. The Flash's Armageddon event will sprint on to the CW on November 16th. Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched some of... I think the last time I watched anything current in the CW was the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover that they did. And technically I'm watching something from the CW right now because I'm almost done with Jane the Virgin, which is a CW show, technically. Dare to defy, everyone. CW, that plug is free. All right. For even more ad-free pop culture news and content, head over to side.show/pop podcast. Or if you are in a different dimension or Earth, you may call it side.show/popodcast. All right, Missy, we made it. I've been wanting to talk with these trailers for you because I feel like this is definitely keeping this, like, just me personally, like, in the loop on stuff that's not just like superhero content.
Yeah, and not just stuff that's super mainstream.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Which is usually the more fun thing to watch. Anyway.
Nice. Oh, Vampirella just got his figure fantasy book that he won on Unsealed and Revealed.
Yay!
Nice. All right.
I love the segue there. All right, so we did get 3 trailers this morning. First up is The Girl in the Woods. Set in the Pacific Northwest, The Girl in the Woods follows Carrie's escape from her mysterious cult-like colony that guards the world from monsters hidden behind a secret door within the woods. This made me go, because just watching the trailer, is she good? Or is she maybe a monster from the woods? And I love when it's very ambiguous like that. And this is also going to be like direct to Peacock.
Yes.
So...
one of their firsts, I think, that they've done, like, first... Is this a movie or a show? It's a movie.
This is a movie, yep. And it's
one of their first movies, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
I was excited just because, like, the new Halloween movie's going on to Peacock. Right. And I'm like, oh, I get to watch that. But now I'm like, oh, I get to see something incredibly original, too. Like, I'm in. So, and I got lucky because out here, we get Peacock in our cable setup.
Right. I was trying to find... I'm on IMDb, and I'm trying to find the main character there.
She looked very familiar to me.
That's what I'm
and
trying
I couldn't
to find,
place her.
But they have not updated it like at all, so I can't really seem to find it. But I know one of the gentleman that's in there, he's like one of the friends. He was just in that. Oh, Rob, you're gonna have to remind me. He was just in that movie that I watched, Freaky, with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, okay.
And he was in that. He was great. He was funny in that. So I'm excited to see him in this. He always plays like a good comedic relief. So, but yeah, this girl here, the main character, she looks very familiar.
Yeah.
I can't place it.
And you know what's gonna happen? We're going to be like, oh, yeah, from the thing. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. But it looked really interesting. I love when there's random doors in the woods like that.
Yes.
Like,
yeah,
You're in for a treat.
Kori Katsu says this is something is killing the children, which is a book by Boom Studios, written by James Tynion. Yes, I'm definitely getting that. It's also got some interesting like fairyland, like Pan's Labyrinth vibes, like that second act of Pan's Labyrinth. Also in like I Am Legend, where you're like, oh man, he's just trying to survive, but like to them, like the whole movie, like he's the monster.
Yeah. Yep.
To them, like that's what I'm very interested to see where this movie goes. So all right.
It looked extremely interesting, as did our next trailer here, which was Residents of Arcadia. Steve and Anika are two social media influencers and entrepreneurs living an accomplished and ideal life. One night, a man breaks into their backyard, disrupting the peaceful life they had created. The ensuing fear culminates with the appearance of a mysterious countdown on screens and mirrors throughout their home. As the countdown approaches 0, it reveals the true nature of what is hiding behind their perfect lives. I watched this twice.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't quite sure what I watched the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like really okay with that.
I'd be curious to see like when after the show, if you guys watch these trailers, post a picture of like the main poster and then let us know, and we can talk about it because I'm curious. This one was very strange. It seems like a really like slow burn Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Like this would be something that you would find in that. It's going to be, I can tell, like something that is from the first minute of the movie to the last minute. It'll be almost unrecognizable is what I got.
Yeah.
Like the movie will be totally different once we get towards the end of it than in the beginning, because it almost seems like there are two big acts in this and they are very different.
Yeah, it's it made me think of, like you said, a Black Mirror episode crossed with like Stepford Wives. Like,
okay. Yeah, because Ishval Gil, who is I believe she is the lead in this. She seems
that's what I got from the trailer.
Yeah, she seems like an influencer type. That Arcadia, which is like, it almost seemed like Facebook. It was like if you're going to like Facebook land, sort of. Like it's very, very interesting. Almost kind of like a scarier version of that HBO Max show Made for Love with I can't remember her name, but she is the mom in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yeah.
And she's in that, and it's very similar. Like I love anything like this because it's more realistic to me than a lot of stuff. Like it's very possible. Yeah,
and I like things that are trippy. So yeah, things that take place and you're like, what? But yeah. But our last trailer, it drew me in the most out of all three of these. It is Wolf. Believing he's a wolf trapped inside a man's body, Jacob eats, sleeps, and lives like one, much to the shock of his family. When he's sent to a clinic, Jacob and his animal-bound peers are forced to undergo increasingly extreme forms of curative therapies. However, once he meets the mysterious wildcat, their friendship blossoms into an undeniable infatuation, and Jacob must decide whether to renounce his true self for love. I watched the trailer, and I went, very interesting, because at no point was there any sort of werewolf transformation thing. This is a completely different kind of movie.
I wrote the dumbest note about this. I wrote, Zootopia, directed by Quentin Tarantino.
I love that Madison just said actual story of Jacob from Twilight, and it's funny because, I was like, they really named him Jacob.
Yeah.
Okay.
They really did. It's like, sometimes you want to hit the nail on the head. Sometimes you're just like, let's just pull the nail out and just kind of run the hammer through. So, this looks very interesting. This is going to be one of the
extremely interesting.
I love films and shows or anything like this, because it's like by the end of the movie, we're going to be like, are they just like, do they actually need help, or is there actually something about them that they are legit animals? And you've got the zookeeper, or there's just a ton of things in this that like it automatically sets the precedent. And then in the trailer, you get like, well, there's only ever been one to escape, and you're like, okay, well now that can be anyone.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what this. I think of all of our trailers, I'm probably most excited for this.
This is the one that I watched first, and I was like, But now I don't think the
Mhm.
others are going to live up to what I was already thinking about this one. But I mean,
Mhm.
what's great about these 3 picks is they're all something completely different. And they all super fit in for just again, I mean, not that these are all spooky type movies, but these are definitely different and they're not mainstream.
Totally. Yeah.
And again, I love stuff. And this one looks like one that's going to make you think the entire time.
Mhm.
Because here's me going, are they really even in human form or do they perceive each other as in human form? Like, you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Christina Milioti. Thank you. I knew someone was going to tell me her name. But yeah, this looks so interesting. And I think I don't remember exactly where, but it's like I know this particular story of the wild cat and the wolf. I think it's like it's Slavic lore. Like it's like old country lore of like them not being able to trust each other. I've actually heard about it once in my life, but it's very interesting to see just what this movie ends up being.
Yeah.
I literally have no idea, and I love that. Oh,
no, I
man.
do. All 3 of these, you don't know. The trailers are great because in this case today, none of them seem to give anything away that's going to take away from the film.
Yeah, from the ones we've watched. I was going to say, I've had the opposite reaction with a lot of trailers. I'm like, sometimes there's too much information.
That's what I mean. Like, these ones were great because they still leave enough that make you go, I really need to see what actually is going to happen here.
Yeah. I'm super stoked for this. Are there any other trailers out there, anyone that we should be watching? I usually get them like whenever someone's like, hey, did you watch this? That's normally how I get my trailers. Do you follow like an account or something, Missy?
I mean, I follow a lot of our things. I get a lot of trailer news, and I'm not like the absolute truth from our Facebook group because it just seems like our members in there are more on top of things, and they're up different times of the day compared to like when I'm up. Like my hiney needs to go to bed at night.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I'm on the East Coast. I mean, we miss things or things drop in the middle of the night. So a lot of my news comes from the Geek Side group, which is great.
Yeah.
And if not, I mean, Twitter a lot of times, like, oh, what's this?
Also, nice plug for the group.
Right?
Well done.
But
Do
it's
you
true.
want more trailers? Side.show/geek group. Seriously.
Do you want more trailers?
Like,
I'm still thinking about Lamb from last week.
Oh, Lamb looks so good. Yeah, I watched that trailer again, and I have watched the Spencer trailer again. Like, I am so excited for that movie. Like, it's gonna be great. I'm very, very stoked. Again, are there any other trailers out there that have been released from any genre, really, that you think that me and Missy or Rob or anyone at the Sideshow team should watch? Let us know. Maybe we'll talk about it on the show. I do, before we go, I'm curious. I found this show. It came out in 2018. I just found it like 2 or 3 days ago, and me and the girlfriend have like watched almost all of it, and it is the weirdest damn show that I have seen in a while. And it's like a cooking show mixed with like the weirdest subplot. Like, it's called The Curious Creations of Christine McConnell.
I remember.
Someone out there.
2018, so that's like 4 years ago now.
Please tell me someone out there has watched this weird show. It is so weird that I love it. Like, I'm just like, this show, like the first episode you can tell was the pitch. They were like, this is what it's going to be. And Christine McConnell is like a legit artist and baker, and she is insanely talented, like upsettingly talented. Rob has seen the show, of course, and it is the weirdest show. But there's actual like puppeteering going on.
I think I must have watched the first one and then for whatever reason forgot about it, because as soon as you said that, like I can even see like one of the sets in my head instantly.
Yes, straight up, the first episode is not good. And you can tell that it was like that was put together for Netflix. And then they were like, okay, you're approved. And then Netflix shined their light over to like season 2 of Stranger Things. Their Eye of Sauron over. And they just did whatever they wanted for the rest of the season. Because it goes from PG to PG-13 real quick. And it's like on the very edge of PG-13. It is so much fun. It is so weird and wacky. I was like trying to think of like how could I compare this for everyone. So what I'm gonna tell everyone is if you guys are going to be around for the show tonight, the that Sideshow show. Oh my God, I forgot. Napkin Basket on YouTube is watch. It's weird and awesome and has puppets and Muppets. Absolutely. Yes. Puppets and Muppets. Yeah, Dita Von Teese is in it. She plays like a ghost familiar type. Like it's so weird and random. And it's great. And there are literal moments in it where I'm like, this is actual like comedy gold. Surrounded by like the weirdest cooking show, and then there's like these flashes of like, oh my God, like it's so like she's so freaking talented. It's insane. One of the so the comparison that I made is Christine McConnell, who's the lead in this, is playing the show, and the house is like if Mary Poppins was raised by the Addams Family.
Okay. That's very easy to picture.
Go into this show. It's super weird. Like if you're gonna go in and be like, this is like go in and to have fun.
Yeah.
But it's like if Mary Poppins was raised by the Addams Family, and she would sometimes summer with the Firefly family, because it's weird. But anyways, I was like, me and the girlfriend found it, and we were just like, oh my God, this is like the weirdest show. And she's like, I bet if you ask people live, I bet you they had seen it. So, and of course they have. But everyone go watch the show. We'll talk about it tonight. I'll make Autumn watch it as well. All right. Okay.
That's wonderful.
Well, everyone, thank you all so very, 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 very much. Again, we will see you today at 5 p.m. for That Sideshow Show. That's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. That is just in the Let Your Geek Sideshow group. If you want to come talk about this weird-ass show with us, please do it. We'd appreciate it. Again, that's side.show/geek group. We start at 5, almost on the dot, but it's it's really, really fun. Back to that show because I'm so excited. He says it's like Hocus Pocus and Addams Family with Muppets and adult themes. Yeah, there's like, it's weird.
There's
it's
stuff.
Weird. It's working through some issues. But seriously, guys, thank you so much. If we don't see you later, we will see you bright and early on Monday for the beginning of Sideshow New York Con. Very, very excited. We've got the desk back. We built a booth. And we've got some other, fun trivia and surprise. We got all kinds of things. But I'm going to stop talking because I know that I will spoil stuff. So you guys have a wonderful Friday. Have a fun and safe weekend. If we don't get to see you wherever you are, like, comment, subscribe. Because every time you do, I end this sooner so we can all go watch the Curious Creations of Christine McConnell. Have a great day, guys. And we'll see you a little bit later at 5 p.m. hopefully. But if not, goodbye. And as always, don't forget to let your geek side show.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Goodbye. Now I'm just thinking of Mary Poppins.